Hey everybody, Retro Gaming Guy here. Today in this video, we're going to unbox, demo, and review the JLAB NightFall multi-platform gaming headset. So let's unbox this and get started. All right, guys, here we have our box. So what's really cool about this is going to be a headset that's actually compatible with PC, Nintendo Switch, Xbox Series S or X, as well as the PlayStation. So this is something that we don't typically see with headsets. Usually you're going to get a couple of these, but it's very rare that you're able to get this running on 4 different platforms. So for me, I like to actually game on my PC, but also my Xbox as well. So something like this is going to have my back because currently I'm using 2 different headsets. All right, so the first thing that I notice here is that we have a reinforced braided cable. I always prefer these on headsets as opposed to those that are rubberized because they just hold up better over time. They're also very lightweight, so when you have this up like this around your ears, this is going to sit very light like this. It doesn't obstruct your movement. It doesn't, end up kind of kinked up and bent like this. Like if this was all rubberized and you had this in a cold area, oftentimes it takes whatever shape it was stored in. So it takes a while for it to kind of flatten out. With something like this, you can see it flattens out right away. So I just always prefer these. They also aren't prone to cracking up here at the base or at the tip. Oftentimes with the rubber ones, over time it just, gets maneuvered and moved around like this, and you end up with little cracks where it just wears down, and over time that forces you to have to buy a replacement. So the braided ones are always much better in my opinion, but let's take a look at the actual headset itself. I love the color scheme here. Blue's my favorite color, so this works for me, but you also have a bunch of other colors in here. You can actually adjust the strap, which is pretty cool. Let's actually test this out though, because this looks like we have great cushion on here. Seems very comfortable. So let's actually test this out. And actually, I just noticed here, we have our volume control over here on the actual left earpiece, rather than a lot of times you end up with them somewhere on the actual cable here. And I always hate that because it usually ends up hanging somewhere down by my arm, or if I'm sitting on my gaming chair, it gets pinched between the armrest and myself, and I end up either muting myself or just bringing the volume down to nothing or full volume. So with something like this located behind the left ear, you can just reach back there, make your adjustments, and you're never going to accidentally brush into that and, blow your eardrums out or end up muting yourself. So let's actually test these out. All right, first impression, they feel really comfortable on my ears. That padding is really nice, but it also cups my ears perfectly here. That's really comfortable. My other ones that I have, they're not uncomfortable necessarily, but I feel like the earpieces on my other one are much more rounded, whereas these are more oval. They just feel like they wrap around my ears much better. And it actually almost feels like I'm canceling out any sound. I mean, it sounds like I'm pretty much in a tunnel right now where I'm just hearing myself talk, whereas the other ones I could hear a lot of noise and, sounds in the background as well. This seems like I'd really be dialed into my game and hearing just what I want to be hearing in that, instance. So let's see, we've got the mic right over here. So obviously we can kick it up like this or bring it right down. Now, usually I like ones that I can kind of bring in and out because I like to actually keep it further away from me because I'm always conscious of my breathing. It drives me nuts when I'm gaming with somebody that's breathing into their mic. It sounds like they have this like right under their nose or sometimes in their mouth. So that drives me nuts. So I've always just been one to make sure that my mic is out away from me as much as possible. But I really want to test this out to see if they have placed this perfectly to the point where I'm not going to sound like I'm, a mouth breather. And you don't want somebody that's gaming with you to hear every breath that you're taking. So I definitely want to test that out and get some feedback from, my teammates that I'm gaming with today to see, how I sound with this, in addition to obviously how I hear everything and what that experience is like. So let's dive into some Fortnite today on my Xbox. All right, guys, I found this headset to be, again, super comfortable, but the audio works exceptional on here. The microphone does, in fact, fall into the perfect place. I brought it in closer to see if it distorted, and it does if I bring it, right up to my lips and talk into it. But the placement of this is key, and they definitely thought this out thoroughly to, make it that simple, where you just literally fold it down and it just automatically goes to the right distance away from you to where you aren't distorting it and it doesn't pick up on you breathing into it and stuff like that. So really well thought out. Couldn't be a bigger fan of what this has to offer. So I'm going to put a link up here at the top of your screen, as well as in the description of this video. If you're looking for a headset for gaming and you want to cover all of your bases and be able to use this with a wide range of different platforms, then look no further than this headset right here. You definitely won't regret it. If you guys enjoyed the content today, please give me a thumbs up. It's a huge help to me here on YouTube. And of course, hit subscribe to stay in the loop for all future videos right here on the Retro Gaming Guy YouTube channel. Thank you guys so much for your time. Thanks for watching. Thanks for supporting. I'll see you on the next video.